is our first big set right now. One of these players is going to be qualified for the America's Cup, and the other is going to be sent all the way to next weekend for the redemption bracket. Let's go. Thompson, Stoic, LADRILLO versus Vinny. This is round one.
Let's get into it with the pre-bans kicking us off. Vinny has that first pick. The pre-ban's going to be very important, just as much as Vinny's first pick.
Yeah, while everyone's playing Chandra, Bella, Cigar, you have Vinny here playing with Oliver, Sekhmet, Jongnam. That's his main three. Let's just see if Vinny's going to decide to take the Oliver away from LADRILLO. He decides to take the Sierra, leaving LADRILLO, Oliver, and Veronica or Gianna.
Oof. So there you have it. So the Ciara is going to get taken there. I think that's a really good take for Vinny, and that's brutal when LADRILLO starts to dig in Vinny's box there, where, you know, LADRILLO has just such great depth. He's going to take that Oliver. He's got that Zabala being drafted. Vinny showcasing that he does want to challenge for some turn one play. I feel like that's what that says when you're taking a Sekhmet. So I think he's going to feel it out in that first match and see where the speeds are going to be laying down here, because Sekhmet, very fast. You want this unit to go first.
Yes, deciding to go with the Bella. Now LADRILLO is going to either pick the Veronica or the Gianna along with another speed lead, or if he wants to, he could pick another bruiser to wrap it up. He chose to stick with Han and Veronica with Wunsa follow-up, so we got to watch out for that if you are Vinny.
Definitely have to be careful if that Wunsa does get follow up here, because we know that unit to be very, very fast, and I think Vinny really wants a Sekhmet to be taking turn one, and that is a unit that can stop that. So let's see what Vinny's going to be doing here, see if there is going to be a pivot, knowing that he might be in a little bit of trouble when there's a 33 speed lead, a 30 stack speed lead coming out here. Very fast units in the form of Zabala, Veronica, and a potential last pick that could be even faster than all those units, and I do think we get that pivot. We get that bruiser style, we get that reactive play where it's a triple revenge Verd and a Juno.
Yeah, Vinny kind of foresee the Wunsa coming just like how we foresee it, so Vinny chose with the Juno and Vertihil. Now, LADRILLO can't run the Wunsa, but have to run a Gianna. Now, LADRILLO's right in his bag. He got Gianna and Veronica in his draft, along with Zabala as a boost.
Like, imagine that you're in a situation where you're like, dang, can't take my Wunsa, better just go with my Gianna. That's an excellent pivot, and, you know, it's really great when someone has that ability to do that. But the bans are going to get locked in here. Gianna's going to catch that ban. Juno's going to catch that ban. No one wants to see an Oracle in this match, minus CR, of course.
Yeah, Juno will be able to solo LADRILLO's full team, so Juno is definitely a force ban. And now let's see how he's going to deal with the triple revenge Verd on turn one.
Yep, let's see what happens, guys. We're getting into our very first match with LADRILLO and Vinny. Zabal is kicking us off, boosting up our Veronica to make sure we're getting a first turn full reset strip here.
Will double revenge Verd. Oh my god. The tech.
Will double revenge Verd, and it revenged that time as well, so it is boosting up our team. I know we don't have any skills up right now because that Veronica was consistent on all those units there. Now, this Han, I think this Han might get dropped out. No, Han's going to hold on. We're going to see a third skill going off here. Where's that attention going into?
Huge resist from the Han, and Han deciding to eliminate one of the damage dealers from Vinny's side that Oliver cannot control.
Yeah, Oliver definitely can't. We're going to see a stun trying to get that stun out there onto the Sekhmet instead of finishing off this Bella here. So now we've got all skills available with this Oliver. Oliver getting the full attack bar reduction and reset there on the CR. Second skill is going to be available. We could be pushing back this Sekhmet, or we could be trying to just potentially kill and push back this Bella.
Great sequencing by LADRILLO. Also, crazy violent proc, because I was sure the Bella was going to lap the Han.
Well, there's that first skill dealing just enough damage there to drop that unit. Bella is going to be dropping a little bit of sustain. Probably is what kept that Han alive from this Zabala.
Yes. Oh, unfortunately, the Veronica only landed one continuous damage. Now, Veronica's second skill doesn't scale by speed anymore, but scale by attack. But it got attack broken.
That it did, and everything is glanced as well due to the Curse of the Beautiful coming from Sekhmet. So now we don't have any bombs available, no additional turns coming up from that CR. Looking at more attack breaks to try to slow that damage from LADRILLO, but Vinny with a very good response right now because everybody's staying alive and you have that little bit of sustain, but the heal blocks coming in super clutch here for Vinny.
Now is the battle of the violent procs. Ladrillo has one violent unit in Oliver, and Vinny has one violent unit in Sierra. Let's just see who's gonna violent proc. Looks like Vinny got the first violent proc. Just see if the Sierra will violent proc. Huge proc if it does.
And no procs gonna be coming out for that CR, but we do get that reset out onto the Zavala, but the Zavala still has to stand on first skill, so Zabala's looking a little healthy right now. Glancing still sitting on top of this Veronica. No additional turns gonna be rocking here because there's no more violent units on this field, so the bomb's gonna be coming out here. Lands on the Zavala, so Ciara could be taking a life here and almost kills, but I think this should be it here for the Zavala.
Hey, that segment's a good segment. It's 2 for 2 for strips. My God.
It is, most definitely. So there's that bomb once again coming out on Veronica. We're going to have a Vinny getting a first round victory over Ladrillo.
Yeah, in that round, you get to see Ladrillo playing really comfortably in what he usually picks in ladder, and Vinny doing his homework and knowing how to counter what he usually picks in ladder. So good job from Vinny's side, finding out how to counter the whole Veronica, Oliver, and Gianna combo.
Definitely. So well done. I give so much credit to Vinny for holding on to that match because Ladrillo had a great start in that match indeed. So Vinny doing phenomenally here. Those pre-bans from last time, Ethna and the Berghild, they are available as you get into round number 2. New pre-bans gonna get locked in right here. Vinny needs to stay consistent.
Yeah, I have a question, Stoic. How many Swift sets does Ladrillo have? He has a really fast set on Berghild. We know that already. Now he has a really fast set on Zibala. How fast is Ladrillo?
I bet he's extremely fast because, like we said, we've seen him in the Legend tournaments, and he's outspeeding people the likes of Diligent, the likes of Killian Bao, and even Taz as well. Like, Ladrillo has quite the resume when it comes to people he's beaten but in the past here. So let's see what happens. I think Ladrillo is going to be taking that Oliver. I think he likes these 33 speed leads to have under his belt, and it is. That Oliver is going to get locked down by Ladrillo.
You're a genius. Yeah, now that he took the Oliver, I think Vinny should actually try to pick the 33 lead in Vanessa over the Sierra, but let's just see how Vinny picks. Sierra is not a bad pick too. Also Chandra's not a bad pick too.
Ooh, Water Twin Angels being showcased by Vinny. He locks that in alongside the Cigar, so we do like these combinations here. We have a 24 speed lead, but there is a 33 on the other side of the field. Ladrillo, excuse me. Ladrillo looking pretty comfortable right now. He's got the Berghild and he's got the Veronica. These are very powerful units in his control.
Yeah, Ladrillo knows exactly who to pick into the Swift, Ramel, and Jediah. He picks his own 2 Swift units to counter the Ramel and Jediah. So now Ladrillo seems to be winning in the draft right now as we're going.
Yeah, very powerful LD Nat 5s, and there's even more of them to come out in the rest of his draft here. But it looks like Masha and Bella are going to be showcased by Vinny. There's 2 pretty good damage dealers here, and let's see what happens with these last 2 picks from Ladrillo. Could be a lot of things. Could be a little bit more damage, showcasing in his draft there, and it's going to be Ciara, and it is going to be a Sonya. Let's see if he chooses to lock in that Sonya.
Yeah, that Vanessa came in last because he sees the Sonya. If he picks a Vanessa might be the force ban, but that just means Ladrillo is going to have a lot of gas going into Vinny because he has 2 Swift units to outspeed the Water Twin Angel.
Yeah, I do think it is going to be a Vanessa ban. You don't want to let him have that 33 speed lead or that unit that you have to kind of invest time into, so you don't have to worry about the revives coming out there. That work really well.
But also, Masha is going to be. Yeah, Masha is going to be really annoying for Ladrillo. Vinny with these really strong bruiser picks. Masha being one of the best bruisers in the meta right now. And Sierra also being a good damage dealer. So let's just see how this is going to pan out.
Oof, well, those are your bans right there. The Vanessa's going to catch that ban, and so is Veronica. So again, we are looking a lot of attention right now on Masha, because Masha can be the unit to bring victory once again to Vinny. This is looking like a very interesting round 2.
There is no day and age where Bella could take a hit from Sonya. So it's almost going to be a trade 1-for-1. The Sonya is going to take care of Bella, and the Masha is going to take care of the Sonya.
Wouldn't you love to hear that this is Sonya tech right here out of this Bella?
No way.
High defense?
No way.
We'll find out. Let's go, guys. We're getting into it right here. Berghild with a big strip stun on to this Cigar. Cigar is
0%
down right now. A lot of damage, too. And it does die to the Sonya. You are correct. 0% chance there. Losing that Sonya. Looking at this trade-off, though. Looking at a defense break on the CR. Not receiving fast links coming out here. Massive damage. So we have not traded just yet, but the immunity is going to keep Masha kind of safe right now.
Very good choice going with the Sierra snipe, because Sierra did not blow his skills yet, but Sonya did blow his skills. So Sonya won't be doing anything for 2 turns. I do like the choice that Vinny's making, going for the Sierra first.
Does need to stun up the twins and does get that stun. So much damage going onto the Water Twin Angels, so they're looking very, very low. There's not too much that this Berghild can do, so I would assume it's going to be a little bit damage coming into the Water Twins. Does get the defense break as well. And again, Masha keeping itself safe there, having the immunity up.
I have played against LADRILLO a few times in the ladder, and I know his Sierra is really tanky. If it's anyone's Sierra, they'll probably die from a fast link armor break from Vinny's Masha.
Let's see that damage. I think he is going to be finishing off the Water Twin Angels. Oh, he's setting up a defense break for himself because he's got that 3rd skill there to help deal a little bit more damage with the defense break onto that Cigar. And a beautiful 2nd skill there to drop the Water Twin Angels if he wants so.
If this Berghild could finish off or solo this Masha, you're going to see an incoming nerf again for the Berghild.
We'll see if that's what happens here, because he needs to lock this unit down.
Oh,
he does get the
no!
and the stun. He's able to lock this unit down. We got more damage coming in from this Sonya. Masha is handling the damage really well, but that defense break is going to be a massive problem there. Ooh, the writing was on the wall in there. LADRILLO gets a round 2 victory over Vinny.
By the way, I was just kidding. Berghild doesn't need another nerf, but wow. Oh, Berghild is so strong.
Oh, it is a very, very good LD Nat 5. There's your pre-bans from last time, guys. Hey Gang and Gianna, they're going to be available as we get into round number 3. New pre-bans going to be locking in right here.
Yeah, Stoic, if you were Vinny, would you pre-ban the Berghild or will you pre-ban Veronica?
I think you're going back and forth with Veronica and Gianna. I feel like you got to stop those 2 units. It's just they do way too much, and I don't know how you address the Berghild except by trying to kill it, because I think Berghild is super good. But how do you not go back and forth with pre-banning a Veronica and a Gianna?
I think you let Veronica through. You pre-ban the Berghild. We're both wrong.
It's going to be Ethna and CR in the pre-ban.
Yes.
That's so interesting that that's the route that Vinny's going to be taking. But you know what? Vinny already has a game on the board right now, so he's got to win against LADRILLO, and he has first pick here. He takes that Oliver away from LADRILLO, and I think that's a really important take for Vinny.
Yeah, but he also has the Han, Wedjat, and also Ramel and Jediah.
Ramel and Jediah is going to come back here, and Cigar as well. Very consistent units. It's funny because these are the first 2 picks that Vinny took as well.
Interesting enough, LADRILLO always also likes using Tomoe as a speed lead for his RTA ladder climbs. So we'll see if LADRILLO picks a Tomoe at the end for his 2nd speed lead.
It could call for that, so we'll see what happens. Vinny's got the next 2 picks after seeing Ramel and Jediah and that Cigar. Oh my god, it's happening. So there's that Sekhmet. There's the Jognam coming back to the table again.
Yes, this is Vinny's Trinity. Oliver, Sekhmet, Jongnam. But now LADRILLO gets to go into his box and pull out any amount of LDs he wants. Veronica, Han, Gianna, Nikki, Wunsa, Ragdoll, Jitian Dasung. He even has a Bella and a Viva Chell if he wants to take the Bella away from Nikki. Vinny.
There's the Fire Bayek being showcased here once again. We know this unit's consistent, does a lot of damage, does a lot for your team, period. So it's a very, very good unit. Really nice to be paired up with that Berghild too.
I know this is crazy, but if Vinny picks another attack bar boosting unit, LADRILLO actually also have a Tianliang in his back pocket. So now it was a kind of a good time for a Tianliang, but let's just see if LADRILLO wants to use a Tianliang, and if it's runed up, even runed up for LADRILLO. Some people don't like using Tianliang because of its inconsistencies on skill 2.
See what happens here, because I do think the Tianliang would be pretty good when you're looking at an Oliver and you're looking at a Vertiheel.
Yeah, but not if Dragon Dance doesn't work. And
true,
Chao seems more consistent.
Oh, Chao is looking to smash some of these fire units here on this field, so I think Chao is very, very good. Are we looking at an Oliver ban?
I'm also quite surprised Tianliang might not come out, because Tianliang actually had kind of like a synergy with Berghild, but kind of also counters Berghild too. I understand if Tianliang wasn't picked.
But what those bans are going to be. It is going to be an Oliver, and it is going to be a Berghild ban. No LD Nat 5 is going to be in this match at all. So let's see what happens, guys, as we get into round number 3 with LADRILLO and VINNY. We've got speed leads, speed lead coming out here for LADRILLO, and probably just an HP lead here for VINNY.
Round 1, Vertihill was the ban. Let's see if round 3, round 1, Vertihill was the MVP for VINNY. Let's see if Vertihill will be the MVP for VINNY again. Again, VINNY's Vertihill is double revenge will. So the Twin Angel will not be able to stun on first turn on the Vertihill.
Oh, is there a world that he pryos this Vertihill and just sets up the defense break and tries to pop it now? I have no clue.
Went for the triple revenge for this time.
Oh, that's an interesting take. He's got 2 Vertihills runed up. He had that will double revenge, and now this is very clearly triple revenge. Oh, wow.
I understand that LADRILLO has a speed lead, but still not that easy to outspeed the opponent's fastest unit as in segment. So while LADRILLO is really fast, having the Twin Angel outspeed the segment, even with the speed lead.
Yep, exactly that. You can see this Justice come out there and trying to do as much damage as possible to the segment. That was kind of rough that Sagai did not get the reset on the segment, but here comes that Curse of Beautiful, laying down a ton of defense breaks and glancing onto the side of the field. Beautiful additional turn coming from Fire Monkey King. Jongnam's not going to be able to do anything because it is provoked right now. No additional turns happening here. So we have the shield. He does not have shields in immunity.
This segment is like Steph Curry. It's 3 for 3, hasn't missed. Oh my god. Armor break, glancing, most important debuffs on all of the unit. Now, Vertihill is just starting to take over the game, building incremental value as the turn goes on.
Yeah, Chow is still definitely going to be a problem here, so no additional turns coming out of this Chow. In segment, looks like it's going to be dropping shortly, but not before it starts resetting some more units there, and the resets
Steph
do
Curry!
land. Holy, it's still super consistent.
Yeah, this segment knows how to shoot 3-pointers. Let me tell you something.
Wow, this is such a cool skill. Gets so big, looking for some big stuns. Does get the stuns there from the Jongnam. We've got Vertihill trying to get as much tackle as possible, especially when there's 2 water units on the other side of the field here.
I think this is one of LADRILLO's weaknesses. Like, hats off to LADRILLO, plays great, has a bunch of LDs, but he definitely let VINNY play in his back. Like, VINNY had his Holy Trinity out and had the Vertihill. This is like a perfect VINNY game, and he got to draft any unit he wanted to draft and had control of the whole game because VINNY is really good at playing Oliver, Sekhmet, Jongnam.
Yep, he really did. Well done, VINNY, on a round 3 victory over LADRILLO.
If I'm LADRILLO, I'll be thinking about probably trying to take out one of VINNY's Holy Trinity, the Oliver, the Sekhmet, or the Jongnam. Probably Oliver or Sekhmet will be good picks.
Yep, there's your pre-bans from last time. They are available. There's the Ethna and Ciara free to draft as we get into round number 4 here. VINNY's at match point, taking down the legend champion LADRILLO. There's the Hey Gang, and there is the Gianna pre-ban.
Yeah, so now I feel like LADRILLO has to pick the Oliver.
I think he needs to. I think that 33 speed lead is too good for him. I feel like everything he drafts, it just synergizes really well.
Yes, this means VINNY will probably be taking the Sierra away from LADRILLO. And this time he wants the 33 lead, which is what I was trying to say in game 2.
There's that Vanessa. There is the Cigar coming out for VINNY. LADRILLO having a 33 speed lead already with 2 other picks.
Yeah, he's going to pick Berghild for sure.
There it is. He slams it down. Veronica Berghild coming out for LADRILLO. Now, this is where LADRILLO seems to perform a lot better when he has these units on his field. So let's see if VINNY figured it out and knows how to draft a little bit better as he's playing against these units once again in round number 4 here. It's going to be Gapsu Ragdoll as a response.
These 2 Violent Bruisers is actually not that bad, staring down these 2 Swift units that LADRILLO provides. But also, LADRILLO's Swift units are really tanky, so I would like to see LADRILLO slam down 2 more Violent units, Bruisers, into VINNY.
I think that's exactly what's happening here because we do know Smicer is built different. It's a very, very thick unit that's really, really tough to get rid of as well. At least that's how you usually rune it here. We're going to get the Light Monkey King being drafted by LADRILLO.
So now VINNY's going to completely take second turn and all his units will be on violent. So if Vinny procs is not luck sacking, all his units are built on violent, other than Vanessa maybe.
Well, let's see what happens, because he looks like he's locking down the Vera, which definitely signals that Smicer's going through, potential Light Monkey King going through here, and he swaps out the Vera, brings in a Juno instead.
Doesn't matter. Vera will get banned, Juno will get banned. Last pick is always going to get banned in this draft.
Yep, let's see that Juno probably get banned out here. Let's see if he is going to ban out the Veronica, or maybe even that Berghild, because the Berghild was definitely a unit that was very irritating for Vinny to have to deal with.
Yeah, if I'm Vinny, I'll ban the Qitian Da Seng, but yeah, and he does.
Light Monkey King's going to catch that ban. Juno's going to catch that ban. Leader skills getting chosen. 33 for both players here. And here we go, guys. Vinny is at match point against the previous Legend Tournament champion, LADRILLO. Or can LADRILLO keep himself alive here, guys, in round number 4? Let's find out with the Berghild taking turn 1.
Yeah, now Vinny's just waiting to poke a hole through armor break from Vanessa. Vanessa resisted the cooldown reset, and now all he needs to do is poke a hole, armor break, and have Ragdoll finish off.
And we're going directly into that Berghild right here. Can he get that stun on the Berghild here? And he doesn't get that stun. We do have attack bar pushback here coming from this Oliver. He's probably going to be pushing back the Ragdoll. Doesn't want it to deal the damage here. Getting that silence on top of Cigar as well.
LADRILLO is going to start taking a lot of time on his turns because he has to read the attack bar and also the health of each one of the units, because Gapsu will cleanse the bomb. So now he has to start tunneling damage into the Vanessa or the Gapsu.
Looks like he's going to go into the Gapsu here. So he does get that defense break on Gapsu, looking for lots more attack by pushback here. He wants to try and control this team. There's not much that Sagat can do except landing provokes here to stop units from, focusing down other things. And Oliver's probably the perfect unit to keep provoked.
Yeah, now LADRILLO is going to have to be really patient with his turn and make sure none of his bombs get cleansed.
Yeah, let's see what happens with this Veronica. We only have a skill 2 available to land some dots here.
Like, Gapsu does decent into Smicer, but if you just take time with your turns, Smicer could still be a good threat against Gapsu's.
See where the skill 3 is going to go. He wants to reset some units there, and it is going to be Oliver. He's doing a phenomenal job at stopping LADRILLO from, really trying to target some units. These provokes have been coming very, very clutch here. So more damage comes into the Cigar. We have Light Ivor. It's handling it really, really well. Berghild staying alive. Or not.
Yeah, all Vinny has to do is keep buying time for the armor break to land and keep buying time for the Gapsu to heal. And in a battle of attrition, Vinny will win because Vinny has more violent units, also volatility and damage.
Let's see, there's more damage going into Cigar here. It looks like he wants to drop this unit. We do know we still have that passive up. It might be reset right now, but it's usually a very short cooldown because nothing's been revived just yet with this Vanessa. So we have Torrent available. Big damage coming to the table here. Drops that Smicer here. LADRILLO is in a horrible spot right now.
Yeah, LADRILLO's first couple turns, if he can't push out this damage and you let Vinny stabilize, it's going to be really hard for LADRILLO to come back. Especially, LADRILLO doesn't have a damage dealer in the form of a Sierra. So he's kind of struggling, as you can see, without that damage dealer.
There's the reset once again. Down to 1 turn only, though. We've got Oliver. He's just going to keep trying to push back lots of attack bar. He doesn't want this Ragdoll to take him to the turn here. There's the additional turn. Oh. That's going to be the nail in the coffin right there. Vinny is taking down LADRILLO. He is going to be moving forward to the rest of the tournament. We will see Vinny later on in Vegas.